Hello. So I've never performed this in front of like a lot of people before. It's one of my first pieces. So also this is not like the typical roses are red, violets are blue kind of poem, because it's longer. So just bear with me at this time. So love was something scary. Love was depicted as the sea monster, the one that swallows you up from the insides until you couldn't breathe, blinds you with fear, and creeps into your every being until you couldn't see. Love was the monster living underneath your bed, the one that catches you when you least expect it and lives in the realm of darkness but manages to spot out the light in you to blow it out. Love was Slender Man, you know, the one that deafens your ears with sirens so loud you felt like they were going to birth, one that messes with your vision until psychedelic was all that you could see, but the bright light of white made you rethink your choices of ever wanting to fall in love. But then it was all black, so you could experience it all over again. Love was scary as fuck. Love had been scarier and not at the same time, which was all confusing because I met you. The word scary had been erased from my cerebellum and diminished into the void of things that didn't make sense. The phrase love was scary was simply a myth that was twisted around with false assumptions, and I couldn't believe that I had believed it was true in the first place. Love is scary, scary is love. It didn't make sense anymore because love had a different meaning. Because now love was you. You took away the sea monster to replace it with the oceans of words and emotions that weaved into a net that became a safety blanket. You scooped me up into your arms of warmth that winter was no match for you. The heater had to say goodbye. Sweaters were beyond comparison, and the sun would cry as it watched you do a better job at what the sun had existed for in the first place. You became a lighthouse to show me guidance and a path to walk along, and you got me a torchlight just in case I got lost. And you brought a match and a candle just in case the battery died out. Your voice was the only thing that I felt like my ears could go deaf for, and even when my ears felt like they couldn't take the pressure of your love, I made sure I kept going because it was all worth it. And it was. Your eyes were the one thing that made me believe that stars could be roaming on earth, on land, in a person, between an inch, in a pair of eyes of you. See, love isn't scary. Scary is love. I kept that mentality for a while. But a while didn't last too long, because then love started to change. Love morphed back into the monster I thought I had forgotten, and before I could protect myself, it was all too late. Because when you start trusting in love too much, you stop trusting yourself. And when you try to warn yourself of signs of love morphing back into something you thought you had lost memory of, you start to remember. Love swallows you up in your own tears that you shed on the night he left you alone. The night he promised you he would come back to you, but nothing was as empty as those promises in the hollow heart buried in your chest. And love blinds you with, what if I never find another like him? What if we break up? What happens if I lose him? That you never contemplated, what if you lose yourself? But nothing was as priceless when compared to him, and that was all you can see. But nobody could blame you, right? Love catches you when you least expect it and holds you down like the shadow living on your back. And even when you try to find the light or will to get out, it will never happen because the light in your eyes had gone with the wind, and that was all that was left of you. And then all that's left with you now is just the pitch black. So that when you open your eyes, it happens again. The cycle continues, and of which it'll go down again, I'll never know. Even I don't know. But I do know something. You were scary, but you were love. You still are. Both. Thank you.
Do you want to stay like MC want to like reciting a poem and read this?
It's very relieving, but a lot of people when they read my poems, they'll be like, "Are you depressed?" I'll be like, "No, I'm not. I just like to write." So it's like relieving my emotions like that. Lor.
Oh, by the way, while she performing, there is another performer also suddenly say,